Dear students, now we are going to discuss a experimental proof in the support of a semi-conservative method of DNA replication. It was first demonstrated in E. coli prokaryotes, next plants, animals, in human beings also. So what about our experimental proof? Experimental evidence or support proof for semi-conservative method of DNA replication. Here, the given experiment was according to Matthew Michelson and Franklin Stahl experiment, actually. Matthew Michelson and Franklin experiment. So simply, Michelson and Stahl experiment. Stahl experiment in the case of E. coli. So here requirements. They conducted this experiment in E. coli cells, Escherichia coli. So certain number of E. coli cells required. Next, second one, isotopes. What they used. They are not radioactive isotopes. So two types of isotopes they used. One is 15N. The source of that nitrogen heavy molecular weight one is 15 NH4 Cl. 15 NH4 Cl. So this one is with a heavy molecular weight. Heavy molecular weight. And 14N source is a 14NH4 Cl, lightweight. Molecular weight is less. These are not radioactive isotopes. They are not radioactive. Variation is a molecular weight. Heavy molecular weight, light molecular weight. Next. Centrifugation method. Centrifugal force. Method of centrifugation. What type of centrifugation they used? Gradient. Particularly density gradient. Molecular weight difference based centrifugation. Density gradient. Sorry. Density gradient. Density gradient. Density gradient. Density gradient. So E. coli cells, isotopes, centrifugation. What type of centrifugation and density gradient on the base of molecular weight? And for centrifugation, what type of solvent they use? Solvent for centrifugation. Solvent, cesium chloride. Cesium chloride. Type of solvent used to separate DNA molecules on the base of molecular weight. Culture medium. Okay, right. So they separated DNA molecules on the base of heavy molecular weight and less molecular weight. So in addition to these things, these are the main things. We'll add some other requirements while the process is going on. Okay, so now what about mechanism of this experiment? Okay. So initially, they selected certain number of E. coli cells. Here I'm taking one E. coli cell. So definitely DNA is a double stranded circular DNA. In your textbook, it looks like linear DNA, but actually that is a circular DNA. So this is normal DNA without N15 and N14. So here DNA is non-labeled DNA, normal type, normal DNA without N15 and 14. Okay. So this is non-labeled one, non-labeled. Normal DNA without 14, 15N, 14N, normal DNA. So they transferred certain number of E. coli cells onto the culture medium. So for example, this is a culture medium. So culture medium with what type of raw materials, particularly a number of nutrients are present. Among them is the most important one is all nitrogen atoms. What type? 15 nitrogen containing NH4Cl. Okay, so out of DNA molecule, each nucleotide is with one phosphate, one sugar molecule, one nitrogen base. Nitrogen is absent in phosphate and sugar molecule also. That nitrogen is present in nitrogen base only. Remember this one. Okay, right? So the purpose of using 15N is to incorporate 15 nitrogen heavy isotope in the nitrogen bases. Remember that one. Okay. So binary fission cultured on the culture medium. Okay. So one time completed. A certain number of binary fissions completed. Certain number of binary fissions, whatever the number of binary fissions. So after completion of binary fission, they selected one E. coli cell. They selected E. coli cell with DNA molecule before binary fission, after the certain number of binary fissions, certain number of binary fissions. certain number of binary fusions. Okay, they selected a bacterial cell, E. coli cell, E. coli cell with DNA. Take the DNA. That DNA is with 15N containing nitrogen bases. So this DNA is labeled with both the DNA strands are with 15 nitrogen containing nitrogen bases. For example, molecular weight of this DNA, for example, only, for example, 10,000 Daltons. For example, only 10,000 Daltons. Molecular weight of this one is 10,000 Daltons. Okay, 10,000 Daltons. Okay, so they isolated this DNA and subjected to centrifugation. Centrifugation. Centrifugation with the centrifugal force. Centrifugal force means force is from center towards periphery. For example, rotation. Get up, that is a whip. Okay, centrifugal force. Rotation, during rotation, centrifugal force from center towards outside. Okay. So if it is subjected to, the DNA is subjected to centrifugation in that test tube, how many bands appeared? How many bands? Or how many markings appeared? Only one marking. That band was at the bottom of the test tube. And what about the DNA molecule? 15N labeled DNA molecule, heavy isotope. Molecular weight, for example, only 10,000 Daltons. As it is having heavy molecular weight, that DNA was sedimented or deposited at the bottom of the test tube. For example, 100 grams of cotton, 100 grams of iron piece, through it. Out of these two, which one is having more velocity? Definitely iron one. Okay, right? So here, the molecular weight of this DNA is heavy. So that's why deposited at the bottom of the test tube. Here, very, very important thing. How many bands are there? Only one band, one DNA band in that test tube. Remember this one. Is it clear? Right? Okay. So heavy molecular weight. So they converted a normal DNA into labeled DNA. What is that labeled DNA? 15 nitrogen containing DNA molecule. Remember it. What about next step?